said over the last 6 months about the draft data protection and digital information bill? Well, I thought it was time to bust a couple of myths. Myth 1. We're getting rid of the Data Protection Act. Well, no, we're not. What the bill actually does is modify the current Data Protection Act in a number of places. And in some cases, that's going to be welcomed because it provides amplification, it provides simplification, and it provides clarification. What it's also going to do is bring together what have sometimes been seen as contradictory pieces of legislation, like the Data Protection Act and the Privacy and Electronic Communication Regulations, and actually align them so they can work in harmony with each other. So there's myth 1. Myth 2. This means we're not going to have to do data protection anymore. No, it doesn't. We're all still going to be processing personal information, and there will still be legislation that we need to be following in order to do it properly. Myth 3. We're never going to need a data protection officer anymore. Well, actually, what the bill says is that now, at board level, there must be a senior responsible officer. That means that data protection has to be owned at board level. And that's the first time data protection legislation has ever mandated that. And that's got to be a good thing. But can I see a day where, other than in name alone, there won't be data protection officers or data protection practitioners operating within organisations, particularly larger organisations processing lots of personal information, lots of sensitive information? No, I can't. So those of us who have spent a lifetime doing data protection will still get to do data protection. But what we're going to get is somebody at board level who now has ownership, authority and accountability for data protection. And let me finish off by saying this. It has to be time for organisations to stop paying lip service to data protection, to stop doing the minimum amount necessary, to stop looking at what's the smallest amount I can do, the smallest I can get away with in order to be compliant. It's time that we all started doing data protection right, because it's the right thing to do. And as some of you will have heard me say before, you, me, our families, everybody we care about are data subjects. It's our personal information. We deserve organisations to take data protection seriously and do it properly. I look forward to seeing this bill pass through the final stages and become legislation with royal assent.